All right. So we have a real world problem where we're talking about finance. So we have a stock market simulation project that's assigned in Susanna's math class. She is given $1,000 to invest. She invested her money into a retail electronics business, and over the course of 6 months, she tracked her gains and her losses. If Susanna owned 100 shares of the company, what would be the average change of the value of her shares be in dollars? All right. So the first thing that I think we need to understand, and sometimes when you read problems like this, there's strategy, and they say that you should read at least 3 times. So one time just to get an overview, maybe the second time just to pull out some information, and the third time just to make sure that you've got what they're looking for. All right. So it took me a minute to try to figure out which pieces of information I needed, what didn't I need. And so here's what I ended up doing. I know that number one, we're looking for the average. So we're looking for the average change in the value of her shares. Averages means that we're adding everything together and then we're dividing it by the number of items that are counted in. So we're going to count up everything that we have from January through June. And so we have January, February, March, April, May, and June. And so we have negative $5.36, $1.20, $1.85, minus 63 cents. So this means that it dropped. An increase, it went up. Now it's at $2.16, and then negative $3.72. All right. So now what we want to do is just add all of this up. So when we add that up, we have $5.36. That's negative, plus $1.20, plus $1.85, minus 63 cents, plus $2.16, and then minus $3.72. $3.72. All right. So what we got is minus 4.5. Okay. So minus 4.5. But we want the average. So in order for us to find the average, you need to take the total amount that you have and divide it by the number of entries that we use for us to come up with the 4.5. So we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries. Okay, so now we have negative 4.5 divided by 6. And so what we come out with, negative 4.5 divided by 6. So she's losing about 75 cents per share. 75 cents per share. Now remember in the story, how many shares does she have? Well, she has 100 shares of the company. Okay. So what that means is she is losing negative 75 cents per share. Okay. And we're going to multiply that by the number of shares that she has, which is 100. Okay. So if you multiply this by 100, you could just shift the decimal 2 places, but remember you can plug it in. Then what she ends up with is minus $75. So over the 6 months, she has lost an average of $75. And to solve it, I think we did. We solved it with the calculator. So we plugged in the information. 4.5 divided by 6. We did that, and that's how we got the 75 cents. Once we got the 75 cents, we multiplied by 100, and that is how we got minus $75.